Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Uncle's Talk Show. Uncle, you have been talking a lot about Costa Rica and Latin America. So today, I would like to ask you, please tell me about the Latin culture and the Latin music, please.
All right, Tahir Faruqi, always a pleasure to have you in the program. And Latin America is known all around the world for romanticism, the Latin lovers, and it is related not only with physical love, it is related with the very fine and delicate detail what a lover does to her female lover, giving her the flowers, giving her a nice disco, taking her to a nice musical lounge, taking her to listen some nice music, Latin or American or disco, or so many music around the area, like the Caribbean music, like the reggae, like the Bob Marley's music. These are all famous singers from the area. I'll go step by step. Let's start with Latin America, and then I'll come some on the North American music, and then some on the Caribbean side, like Jamaica or a few islands from the Caribbean, like Trinidad, Tobago, and so many other, San Tomas and Guadalupe, and so on. All right, so let's define you some of the genre. Genre is a French word. You can tell in English, genre, and that doesn't sound very much because even the people who speak English, they use the French pronunciation and say genre. Okay? But in English, if you really want to read it, then it will become physical, and physical translation will be genre. All right? So, like in Spanish, género, género. Okay? Género. Genre. Okay. Type. Style. Let's go on. I want to give you some musics from Latin America, the top of the top. Merengue from the Caribbean, from Dominican Republic. It's a dance music, and its origin is from Africa, because the slaves and the musicians, very old slaves who came to these banana plantations of the Caribbean side. All these islands used to be the under dominance of English and French and Germans and Americans and so on. And they were like slaves, so it was a slave labor. But they brought their flavor, their happiness, their dance, their body language from Africa. And that music is called merengue. It's a very hot merengue dance. It's danced in a pair, and it's called merengue. I just give you just a little phrase. It's a dance music, and it starts like this. I'll sing just this one line of the Dominican merengue. Merengue is also practiced in Colombia and Venezuela and in Panama as well. All right, so this line, I liked it. I have danced on this music for so many times in so many clubs of Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Panama, and countries around Haiti, and so on. So let me give you this particular dance and watch the rhythm. ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? Abusadora, abusadora. Abusadora, ¿qué hiciste? Jim jum jum, jum jum jum, jum jum jum. ¿Qué hiciste? Abusadora. What have you done? The woman who exploit the man. That is the translation. What have you done to me? The woman who exploit the lover. That is the rhythm, and it goes with the music from Africa. That's an instrument. It goes like ¿Qué hiciste? Abusadora, abusadora, abusadora. Okay, that's merengue. Now let's go to salsa. The Cuban salsa also have the origin from Africa, and They have artists like Celia, Cruz, artists like Juan Vicente, artists like Azúcar Morena, artists like Jennifer Lopez, artists like Ricky Martin, Juan Luis Guerra. They are all from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, because all these three islands are very close. It's close-knit brotherhood, and they all look like brothers, the same culture, and a lot of love and a lot of violence as well. You can see the fights on the dance floor, in the bars, and people could be very violent, could be very jealous, because if they really love a woman, they really love a woman. So all these things are found on the discotheques floor and in the bar of the discotheques or in the bar of a restaurant where the public is, where the dance floors are. It's just a trip. It's just a trip. Okay, people are drunk and they can do some abusive things, but finally they end up friendly and excuse to each other and they forget about this thing. Do not keep these things in the heart and don't do the malice to the point that they become so evil, so enemy to kill somebody. So those things do not happen very often. They do happen, but not very often. So that is salsa. And let's go for some other cumbia. Cumbia is a great music from Colombia, Venezuela, and Panama. Great music, outstanding. And they have artists like Jose Luis Rodriguez, Marco Antonio Solis from Chile, and Shakira from Colombia, and so on. These are the artists for this cumbia and for the romantic Latin songs which are normally sung in Spanish language. So I'm just giving you a little introduction of the culture of music. Jose is a great Mexican singer. Mexico is known for very, very romantic songs. Jose. Roberto Carlos from Brazil. He sings in Portuguese because Brazil is the only country in Latin America which speak Portuguese because they are the descendants of the Portuguese from the Portugal. Like the Spaniards made their colony in 34 countries, the Portuguese ended up making in 2 or 3 countries, and main is Brazil. All right, so that's another information about how these musics, and they have a great music called in Brazil samba, and it goes oh 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 oh. That's samba, and people make a cue, hold the neck or the waist of the woman, and they make a circle, and they moving on the dance floor like a train of the people while they dance samba. There are beach parties on the ocean, and the same activity goes on in the discotheque, same activity in the restaurant, and that is samba. So I will not speak very much more in this particular video because we want to keep it short and let you know what Spanish culture and language has contributed in the music and in the romance of that great romantic region called the Caribbean and Pacific, Atlantic, the beautiful oceans and the seas. Well, anyway, I just give you a couple of little romantic songs. Just a line. Rafael, one of the greatest artists from Spain. His song, very famous song. He used to be very young, now he's 78, 79. Como Gio, como yo te amo. Pregúntale, pregúntale, que nadie te amará, que nadie te amará, que nadie te amará como yo te amo, que nadie te amará. Rafael. Now let's go to Julio Iglesias, one of the greatest from Spain as well. Pregúntale a alguien compañero de mi soledad. Pregúntale a viento cuántas veces te lloré. Pregúntale, pregúntale. Cansado de querer, cansado de esperar. Tú siempre fuiste así, indiferente. Tú siempre fuiste así, indiferente. चले मैंने आपको छोटा सा तारुफ करा दिया. Cansado de querer means tired of loving you. Cansado de esperar means tired of waiting you. You have always been indifferent to me. Siempre fuiste indiferente. Ask my solitary nights how many times I have wept thinking about you and feeling your non-presence. That is Julio Iglesias. And como yo te amo, that is yo, but he changed the conversation in old Spanish, Gio, because it was sounding better for his song, but it's Joe. How do I love you? You should know by your heart. Nobody will ever love you like I have loved you. Ask the wind, ask the ocean, ask anybody. Thank you. It's a great line to end. Adios. Goodbye. Learn some Spanish because I have spoken a few words of Spanish in the song and translate it for you. It's a very useful video, historically speaking, music-wise speaking, language-wise speaking. And viva Costa Rica, viva continente América Latina, viva Pakistan, viva nuestra gente. A todos lo amo. I love you all. Pakistan zindabad, Costa Rica zindabad, world zindabad. Viva el mundo, viva Costa Rica, viva Pakistan. Goodbye for now.